You're now tuned in to Big Bang Boxing News. Big Juke with the scoop with Big Bang Boxing News, and I'm here for it. Hey man, I don't know what they think, but this ain't going away, man. This Tyson Fury glove gate, as they're calling it on the internet, the whole glove debacle, it's not going nowhere. Man, each day there's more and more concise evidence that Tyson Fury was cheating, not in the first fight, not only in the first fight, but the second fight as well. So if you look back, this establishes a pattern of cheating with Tyson Fury. And it's a shame because we all paid our money. We all wanted to see a good heavyweight bout. But what we saw was cheating right in our faces. This ain't going nowhere. This has hit mainstream media. This is going all the way to the top. This is bigger than boxing now. This is way bigger than boxing. This is on a whole nother level. So we have to rally around this. And it's so funny when you present this evidence because it's clear, concise, right in your face. When you present this evidence, all the people can say is, well, he got beat. He got beat up. It wasn't his night. Well, it wouldn't be my night either if I'm getting hit in the mouth with bare knuckles, then getting clubbed in the back of the head and getting tripped. So this is, I mean, what can you say? I mean, Tyson Fury is not known as a knockout puncher, but then he comes in with this elite power, just bulldozing Deontay Wilder around. No. Hakeem Rockman did an interview, and he said his first initial thought was, man, this man is on PEDs. I mean, you don't get that strong overnight. You don't become a knockout puncher overnight. That develops over time. So he's never been that. So all of a sudden he's that. Red flag. Then the incident where somebody in his team was trying to block the camera, then they actually unplugged the camera in the dressing room when he was getting his hands wrapped. Why? Why are you doing that? What's the purpose of that? What are you trying to hide? So when he came out and said he was going to knock Deontay Wilder, we all laughed in our mind. You know, Deontay Wilder called him pillow fist before. He went 12 rounds with him, so he knows this guy's a pillow fist. Then after the second round, Deontay Wilder looked like he got beat with a baseball bat. No. Where did this extra power come from? See, what I'm starting to believe and what others are starting to believe, in the first fight, when he was popping his hand in and out of that glove, that was a test run. And he said to himself, I got away with that. Nobody saw that. So now let me dip my hands, what he say, in the petrol, to make my hands more harder, you know. So now, coupled with me being able to get away with popping my hand in and out, now they're going to be like stone. Now I'm going to be able to knock him out. That's how he can talk with that confidence, because he already knew what he was going to do. He tricked us in the first fight. We didn't see it. Now he added the dipping his hands in the petrol. Now, look what we got now. Deontay Wilder looked like he got beat with a baseball bat. But what I want to talk about is when Tyson Fury got caught by a fighter by Mr. Barry was his name. I can't think of his first name, but his last name was Barry. And he caught the gloves, the sparring gloves, was tampered with, you know, were missing padding on them, right? And he made a post about it, he made a video about it. And Ben Davis responded via Twitter or some type of DM message, and he said, you should have came to me first. Why'd you do that? We would never do this, we would never do that. But here's where I have a problem. Now, his jab, he told at the end of, if you go back and look at the fight, it's on the PBC website. If you go look at the fight and you fast forward it to the end of the 8th round, when Tyson Fury went to his corner, Ben Davis told Tyson Fury that you will beat him with your left hand alone. The left hand was the hand where he was popping in and out, popping in and out. He told him you would beat him with the left hand only. Now, in Tyson Fury's case, he's an orthodox fighter, so his left hand is just his jab. You're not knocking anybody. You're not beating nobody with a jab. So he made a Freudian slip, and he was really telling or pointing us to the cheating glove by saying you are going to beat him with your left hand alone, right? That's an issue. That's an issue. So now we start putting this together. It's all circumstantial, but as the circumstantial evidence mounts, then it becomes real evidence because there's too many coincidences. You can't have if it's flapping like a duck, then it's Fury's glove. It's Fury's glove. No, but if it's flapping like a duck, it's a duck. So this stuff is adding up. So when he told him you will beat him with your left hand alone, he was telling us that's the hand that was rigged. And if you go back and look at it, the left hand was the hand that was rigged. When I used to take martial arts, we used to break boards with the palm of our hands. Boom. That thing will rock your jaw. So just imagine when he hit Deontay Wilder with the fist palm, all that right there. He disabled him. So any punch he throw after that, he going down. He gonna hit the ground. He could have blew on him and he would have failed because he disabled him with that. You know, here it is, Deontay Wilder, man. It's hurtful, man. It kind of hurt my soul that this brother came in there, you know, wanting to fight a real fight and wanted to, you know, he was legitimate. He wanted to beat this guy legitimately. And he thinking that his combatant is doing the same thing, but this guy's cheating. But back to the 8th round. When he told him he was going to stop him with his left hand and he doesn't have any power, he was telling us the secrets. You know, they're so, when you have an evil plot or evil mind, you just fixed on that evil. So you're not paying attention that there's other things around you that's watching. You know, that's why they say you can't do crimes these days, because we're living in a cyber world where all these criminals are getting caught. You can't do anything. It's too many cameras, cell phones, all that stuff. So when he told us in the 8th round, at the end of the 8th round, when he told him you'll beat him with your left hand alone, he told him don't even worry about your right hand. So he think he's gonna, the most dangerous puncher in the world, on the planet, in the universe ever, besides Ernie Shavers and arguably George Foreman. You mean to tell me you gonna tell this man that you're gonna beat him with your left pillow hand alone? No, you were telling us that's the glove that was loaded, right? So Ben Davis, you know, when they was talking about the sparring partner, Ashwood Berry or something like that, he never really responded to that. You know, he said, you know, why did you do that? You should have came to us. You know, if it was not true, that's not the type of language you use. You say something different. When you say, why did you go to the media? That's like you're saying subconsciously, I didn't want them to know, man. You should have talked to me. We could have did something under the table, worked it out. That's what you trying to be slick again, you know? But we watching you, right? Man, I mean, Nicholas Ashbury, that's his name. That's the sparring partner that, you know, exposed the gloves. So here it is that Tyson Fury has a history of being a cheat, not to mention with Klitschko, with the alleged cocaine use, the PEDs, just a host, a plethora of things that this guy's been caught doing. So, I mean, we have to really pay attention to what we're looking at here. This is bigger than boxing. It's not going anywhere. We need to stand strong, stand on our square, and just keep bringing this to light. Because if we let this slide, what else we gonna let slide? I think it's 2020, which is clear vision. I think we need to keep staying on this and keep pushing this envelope because they don't want to pick it up. But how can you dispute that we're looking at pictures with his tape off, his glove off? Even, it was a George Grove, who's a Britain fighter, used to fight. I think he was a champion at one time. He did an interview on some little, you know, podcast over there. And even he said that his glove was not on his hand. And then he went on to try to justify it and, try to make it like, that's what they do, but nonetheless, you admitted that his glove was off. So where do we go from here? We need some of these boxers, commentators, ring people to step in and put their expertise on what they think that we're looking at when we're looking at these gloves flapping around. But a lot of them aren't stepping to the front. I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder is going to be so focused and locked in that it's going to be just a whole different fighter than what we saw. And we've taken away Tyson Fury's advantage. He can't do it now because everybody in the world is going to be looking at that glove like, hey, man, we'll just check them gloves after every round. So he set himself up. We already know that Tyson Fury is mentally weak. So he hears this. He knows these rumors. He knows this is clamoring about. Can he handle this pressure? Can he handle this? I don't think he can. So he's not going to address it, but he's going to go right back to being a pillow-fisted fighter because we've taken his advantage away because he can't do nothing flopping with that glove now because we're going to see him. So this if nothing less, if we don't get, Deontay Wilder's record turned back, we've put a spotlight on this and it ain't going away. Mr. Fury, I feel sorry for you in this third fight. All these people that's coming in trying to make this a race issue. This ain't a race issue. This is a wrong versus right issue. It just happened to be a black guy versus a white guy. But in the interim, it has nothing to do with that at all. Clean fighting, clean sports. So, Mr. Fury, your advantage is taken away. What we going to do now? What you going to do now? Now you have to really fight. Now you have to really fight. He hit this man illegally. For was that 19 rounds, 17 or 19 rounds that he hit this man. What kind of being or entity is Deontay Wilder to take that? You see what I'm saying? They said, well, he didn't complain about it before because he's thinking that it's a normal fight. You get punched. You get punched in the mouth. But this brother was illegally hit for 17 to 19 rounds, and he still stood there and was able to go out on his feet. Brother, I mean, where do we go from here? Let's explain the flopping glove. Let's explain the unnatural power that just came from anywhere. Out of nowhere, rather. What we gonna do here? The ball is in your court, but we not letting off that gas. It's Big Juke with the Scoop for Big Bang Boxing News. I'm here for it. Peace. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications so you can know when I'm uploading new content. Peace.